Everybody, it's me, AMARIJASZ. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about things I wish I knew before working in luxury retail. If you're interested, keep watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. So, I haven't done a sit down video in a while, and I just know that there's a lot of people who want to get into working in luxury fashion, and there's not really a lot of videos and tips and tricks about it. So I thought I'd give y'all some info and a little bit of background about me. I worked at Michael Kors as a sales associate, and I also worked at Kate Spade in San Francisco as like a stylist, and I worked at Macy's and Loft and Taylor. So I have a little bit of experience, first of all, working in retail and especially luxury retail. And yeah, so let's get right into the things I wish I knew before working in luxury retail. And I do have some notes, so if you see me like drifting off, looking off or whatever, I'm reading off a note card. So number one, high expectations and appearance. So when you're trying to get a job at luxury retail, 90% of it, I hate to say it, 90% of it is based on your looks and your attire. You need to be top tier notch. Your hair needs to be done, your nails need to be manicured, and they need to be upkept, no chip nails, your outfits, your style. Like when you are coming in for an interview, you are being judged based on your appearance and based on how you can fit inside the company, how well you understand style, how well you know how to present yourself, and how well you understand how presenting yourself can influence and dictate how much, your experience will be as a sales associate. And another thing with that is like, it's not just the interview. Every time you show up to work, you need to show up top tier. And that was another thing, like, I didn't really realize, especially when working with Michael Kors, say for example, you're working at a fast food place, it doesn't really matter. Like, yeah, at least make sure your hair is combed, you brush your teeth, skincare, whatever. But like, when you get to a different level of retail, it's like, sometimes I would feel like, dang, can I even like not wear makeup? I would just like, it's like that level of you need to be put together, I guess, because like you're in a different arena. Like you're working and you're selling things that cost thousands of dollars, and your sales goal is thousands of dollars. And the customers and clients, that you're speaking with are different caliber of people, and they expect you to dress yourself, groom yourself consistently, to be taken serious. So that's one thing that I would say I didn't understand the longevity. Everybody, you do an interview, you just think you can just get dressed up for the interview. That's just it. After that, start getting more comfortable. No. When you're working in luxury retail, it's every day that black outfit, that white outfit. Make sure your hair is nice and a good style. And I'll get more into that later, especially in terms of appearances. But that's the number one thing, is the high expectation and your appearance. Number two, which actually should be number one, is pressure and sales goal. And different people want different things. Like when I was working at Macy's, it was more so credit card. It wasn't really how much money you're making for the day. But when I was working at Michael Kors, it was definitely sales goal, sales goal, sales goal. And this is something that I feel like you may see in like a lot of different careers. It's just, once you meet this one goal, the goalpost moves. Like say, for example, your goal for the day is to make $3,000 in 5 hours, and you crush that, right? Then the next day is, okay, so I need you to make $6,000 in 5 hours. And then it just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. And it's like every day. Like for me, when I would walk into my shift, it was always like I couldn't relax, I couldn't be like comfortable, until I reached my sales goal. It's like, once I reach my sales goal, now I can just, relax. I don't feel like this, oh my gosh, I need to reach my sales goal. I need to reach my sales goal. Like the pressure to reach your sales goal every day and consistently is serious. And it's even more serious when you and everybody else have to make $3,000 and there's like 10 people that come inside of the store, or 20 people that comes inside of the store, and you're trying to maneuver, how can I make a genuine connection with this customer but still get my sales goal at the same time, So That's a serious thing. You get that from managers, you get that from your peers. Sometimes managers, they try to do it in a fun way. They'll be like, okay, we have her in a contest, try to make it a contest thing or whatever. But still, it still is a pressure that I feel like a lot of people don't really understand when going into luxury retail. I think people think when going into luxury retail, oh, it's just like fun, just selling Gucci bag and just being cute and getting a discount on Gucci items and stuff like that. But that's not really what it is. Like, you are a sales associate, here and there you get to like put on a stylist hat, but for the majority of the time you're a sales associate. Like, you're selling for real. You're not in it. When I was working, at the jobs I was working at, I wasn't really even like a cashier. Like, I really was on the floor. As soon as they walk in, hi, welcome to Michael Kors, or wherever store I was working at. Hi, welcome to Michael Kors. I just want to let you know about our promos. You could get 2 bags for $150 today. And my name is Jasmine. Just let me know if you're looking for anything. They look at the bag, you maneuver yourself over there, talk to them and stuff like that, and then make sure they remember your name, because when they get to the cash register, they gotta say your name to the people. So yeah, the pressure for your sales goal is very serious. And for some people, even me, I've had it to where, like, if you don't reach your sales goal, you don't get any hours. Like, they don't even give you no hours anymore if you're not reaching your sales goal. So it's that serious. Like, that reaching your plan, whatever the company has for that month, whatever the company has for that year, is very important. Like, some people, they'll tell you as soon as you walk in, like, once you get, chat in, once you get chatted in, the first thing they tell you is, this how much money we need to make for the month, and this how much you need to make. That's just very much money, sales goal. That's basically 70% of the job. 90% how you get the job is your appearance, and 70% how you keep the job is how many bags you can sell or clothes you can sell. So yeah. Next thing, number 3, brand identity, alignment. And I feel like that's a lot of things that cause a lot of conflict in all corporate America settings, is what's proper, what's appropriate work attire. Because so many people, especially like for when you get higher and higher, in this luxury retail market, a lot of them is just wear black. It's just black. Some people, like when I was working at Kate Spade, it was, you can wear like things that align with Kate Spade. So polka dots, greens, pinks, just look like you're wearing. If you're not actually wearing Kate Spade, look like you're wearing Kate Spade, basically. And other companies, I know Chanel is just all black. It's just all black all the time, and no wild, crazy looking colors, no wild, crazy piercings, no wild, crazy tattoos. Like, you need to look exactly how the brand presents themselves consistently all the time. No exceptions. Even me, like, I've had times where I try to test the dress code, see how strict the dress code is, and you'll go into work and you'll have like, it's maybe not the right shade of blue, the right shade of navy, but you just want to see how dress code, just to see how strict the dress code was. And I got told right then and there, hi, that's not, the right shade of blue. It's the blue that we like to wear is like a navy blue. We don't really do sky blue here. That type of, so they're very, very, very strict on their colors and making sure you look right. So next thing, customers. I think that's kind of depending on where you work. Sometimes I feel like, the craziest thing, I feel like when I was working at McDonald's, I feel like I had more demanding customers than when I was working at any other higher like level job, to be honest. But I feel like you'll deal with more demanding customers when you're dealing with like new money people, when you're dealing with people who Gucci down, monogram down, they have a point to prove, they, a message to prove. I don't even know what they be trying to prove, but I feel like that's when you'll deal with more people who are demanding at the job. I feel like the thing I dealt with more was just dismissal. Like, a lot of people, and I feel like this is just general public, I feel like a lot of people, they just don't greet anymore. Like, you'll say, hi, welcome in. No response. Don't mind that. I'll be like, hi, welcome to my store. Just so you know, we got 20% off today. No response. You get to the register. Did you find everything okay? No response. They just already tapping their car. It's just like, so I feel like for me, my biggest thing when I was working there was just trying to find a way to authentically break that ice with the customer, because most people when they're coming into any retail store, especially luxury retail, I feel like they want to be left alone even more. But I feel like there it was one. I feel like the thing, it's harder to break the ice with them authentically, because you can do the traditional what they say, hi, welcome in, my name is Jasmine and we have 50% off all of our purses today, what can I help you with? Like that. That does not work. That I'm telling you, that does not work. That's not going to get somebody to buy no bag with you. What I try to do, I try to smooth talk my way into. So say somebody walks in, I'll be like, hi, welcome in. Just so you know, we got 20% off everything today. And I'll back off a little bit. And then if I see them again, I see them looking at like a wallet or whatever. And then I'll be like, I don't know what I would say. When I was working at a certain store, I'll be like, let me use a bag. If they was looking at a bag, right, and it was looking at it, whatever, I would be like, I was trying to like slide my way into there. I'd be like, I would be like, do you want me to go to get, I'd be like, do you want me to take that to the register? That's how I'd be like. I'm like, do you want me to take that to the register for you? And they'll sometimes be like, sure, and you'll take it, and then you tell them your name, and they remember you. Or when they trying to figure out how much it costs, then I'll squeeze my way into do it. I'll be like, oh yeah, just so you know, those bags are $79, or those bags you can get 2 for 1. And they'll be like, really? And then they'll look at it a little bit more, and I'll try to like hang around in there, and I'll be like, so are you buying this for like yourself, or is it like a gift or something? They'll be like, oh, it's for my sister. I don't really know like what to get her. When they say that, you're in there like swimwear. Then you just stick around, talk, find another thing, build. You said. So I feel like another, besides like demanding customers, more likely what you will see is trying to break the ice and build that relationships with the clients, because I feel like most of them are more standoffish than normal. Okay, so second, and another thing like I just said was building that. I feel like to build a relationship with the customer is they have to like you. Everyone can tell when someone is being fake, when someone's being, hi, how are you? Like, that's just like so fake. Like nobody really wants to be dealing with that or deal with that at all. So I feel like the way that you have to go about building your relationships is actually talk to the customer. Like have little side conversations, actually care about their day, actually care about who they're buying for. Don't just try to fill up a quota or reach a goal, in the computer, or reach a certain amount of clients in the computer, or a certain amount of client or people that know you, actually try to, because I've had so many people who come inside of this store, right? And I may not get them. Other people they try to hop on every single body. But I've had so many times where I've talked to that one person, and I'll spend the whole day with that lady, and she'll reach my whole goal. Versus trying to talk to this person and build a client, talk to that person, build a client. I'll spend like 2 hours tops with this one lady going around the store picking out different things. I didn't reach my 3,000 goal for that day just on that one customer. So just a lot, working smarter and not harder, and just being authentic. Authenticity will get you everywhere faster than being fake or ever will. So, all right, so intense training. That is true. The training for a lot of these luxury corporate jobs is extremely intense, because the software is pretty self-explanatory. It's not really the software. It's the sales tactics. It's the habits. It's the remember, you have to say this before you say that. You have to mention this, and you have to say this, and you got to offer this. Like, it's so many nuances in a job that can overwhelm a new person. Like you have to greet every single customer. So every customer comes in, you have to say, hi, how are you doing today? Da, da, da. And then not just say that. You have to actually go up to them and greet them. And then after that, you have to make sure you mention the credit card on the floor. And then you have to offer to go to the back for them. And then when they get to the register, you have to ask them if they want to get a credit card on top of that. And then you have to ask if they want to donate. And then you have to tell them a nice day. But then when you hand in the bag, you have to go around and place the receipt in their hand for like all of these type of and you're like, oh my gosh, I just want to sell this purse. Right? And all you're thinking is, I don't care, I just want to reach my sales goals, so they'll leave me alone. Basically. But it's like all these other things that get in the way that make it be overwhelming, to be honest. Some places train you, Some places train you, and some people just tell you, hey, this is what we do, this is how much I need to do, and I don't really care how you do it, but you need to do it, pretty much. And some people be like, they'll train you, okay, so these are the routines, these are the things that work for me. Like, I like to greet them first, create a welcoming, opening environment, and then I like to offer the card first, or I like to go on the floor with the tablet and then show them to collection. Like, some people have like the different things to do. My personal advice would be, like I just said, be authentic, and also just find a way that works for you. Because I hate to say it, but the corporate way of doing things sometimes is not always the way to get it done. Because they'll have these unrealistic expectations, and if you're following their rules, you're never going to reach that 30 clientele by the end of the day, the 30,000 credit card, goal, whatever it is that they're telling you to do. It's highly unlikely. But if you do your own little tricks and tricks to get what you need to get, in the end, I don't see nothing wrong with that. All right, next thing is staying up to date. Staying up to date is very important, because your job as a sales associate, obviously you're selling stuff, but on the second hand is you are you're a stylist. Because a lot of the times the people who need the most help, are people who don't really know, who are not really sure. So like husbands, older women who they genuinely, I don't know what to wear to this wedding. I don't know what to wear to this graduation. I don't know what to wear to this party. What do you think looks good on me? Is this in style now? Is this trendy now? You need to know that, because imagine if they're coming there, they're like, oh my God, I don't know what to really wear. Let me go into Michael Kors. Maybe they'll have some good stuff, but I don't know how to put together. And they go to you like, hi, do you think you can like help me put together a really good outfit? And you say, I don't really know. Or when they ask you, is this cute? Like, do you think this looks good on me? Like, do you think this fits the aesthetic of the event? I guess. I don't really know. Like, it depends. Like, that bullshit response is like, that's not helpful. That's not helpful at all to anybody. So I think just making sure you're staying up to date. However you stay up to date, if it's TikTok, if it's reading fashion magazines, which I think sometimes fashion magazines are more later than they are now, but however way you stay up to date with the trends. Pinterest, to be honest, I feel like Pinterest is a good way to actually be on top of the trends and see what's actually trending, what's actually going on. And a little bit of Instagram. I feel like Instagram is when it's fresh. Like when you see the girls wearing it, it's fresh. Or maybe I feel like it's Pinterest, TikTok, then Instagram. That's what I think it is. Because on TikTok, they got to see it first. Pinterest, they get the inspiration. Oh, this is cute. Whatever, they scroll past it. TikTok, they see the girls wearing whatever. And then Instagram, that's when they actually bought it and they post a picture of it. So whatever way or fashion you like to stay up to date with the trends, people are not left feeling like, okay, she was absolutely no help. Be ready for a question. So you don't ever want to be called so-and-so and ask you, so is this authentic leather? Oh, I don't know. So is this strap, even the basic question, is this strap like adjustable? Like, could I adjust it? Like, is it detachable? Oh, I don't, no, you need to know. So whenever there's the one thing that I like to do, I love doing it just to kill time, is whenever there's nothing to do, walk around your store, walk around to look at the collections for your own self, for your own sake. Because that's something that will be like, if you be like, oh, I'm not really sure, and then they're like, oh, thanks, and they wander off to somebody who does know. And then that's how you lose your customer, and then that's how you don't make your sales, basically. So I say just make sure you're up to date when people are coming to you. They're coming to you for a service. They're coming to you for assistance. Your job is to assist, serve, and be there for these people, fashion related. And also make your quota and make your money for this company. So when somebody's actually shopping, when somebody's asking you something, make sure you know what you're talking about. That's just that. Just so you can save your mind. Okay. So, one of my biggest cons, about working in luxury retail is a lot of the time it's standing around doing nothing. I hate to say it like that blankly, but it's true. Like, a lot of the times you're just standing around. You're not really doing anything. You're not really saying anything. You're just wandering around, because rarely, unless it's holiday season, rarely is there like a flood of people, in the store, unless you're at an outlet mall or something like that. Those are people coming in and coming out. It's going to be a lot of just standing in a spot. standing in a spot, readjusting stuff that's already adjusted, and just like wandering around, to be honest. And that's just like boring to me. And the reason why like a lot of my jobs, like they weren't really bad necessarily, but they were just like boring, and they just felt like time wasters, to be honest. So yeah, this is staying pleasant. Oh yeah, and on top of that, like imagine like, I feel like a lot of people don't understand how retail may not be physically draining depending on where you work, but it can be emotionally and mentally draining, always for like 8 to 9 hours. Hi, welcome in. Hi, welcome in. Hi, welcome in. And just keep doing that the whole day. And then when someone like says a smart, like rude ass remark, and then having to be like, oh, I'm sorry, or like say for example you'd be like, so is this authentic leather? Because I've heard that like you guys don't sell like real leather. Is that true? I'm not really sure. Wow, that's crazy. You don't really know, and then you have to be like, oh yeah, I'm so sorry. You know, always, nobody wants to continue to do that. Nobody wants to do that all day long, 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week. You know, I mean, maybe some people don't mind doing that, but that's just like a con that you're gonna have to deal with. Is just like standing still for a long periods of time, walking around in the same spot, and then, you know, staying pleasant for a long period of time to people who may not always be pleasant back to you. And sometimes you just want to like drop your face. You know, sometimes you just want to like, you don't always want to be like this, like always have like a smile ready to go, like, you see how I'm like kind of smiling, but I'm not. Like, no one wants to do that. Sometimes people just want to be like sometimes people just want to like rest their face and be like that. And people may think that you're mad, but you probably are fine. But you know, just always having to be like this 24/7. So that's one thing. Another thing, rejection, which you're going to deal with a lot more people. I feel like you're going to find more no's working in retail. It's going to be more, no thank you, I'm good, no thanks, I'm good, I'm fine, no, we're just looking, thank you, we're just looking, oh, what's your name, thank you so much, thank you. You're going to do a lot more than that. Then you're going to be like, yeah, sure, actually, can you come help me? Like, that's going to be the shock. Like, what? I'm in need of assistance. It's almost as if you're like standing in attention waiting for somebody to need you, and it's like rare that they actually like come up to you. You have to force it. It's like you have to make them need you, whereas originally they had no intention of like even needing your help, you know, to be honest. So that's a lot of things, knowing how to deal with rejection. Because me, when I was first working, it was a lot of like rejection, you know, and not know how to bounce back. Like, I'll be like, dang, like, oh my gosh, like that hurt my ego, like that just hurt me like in the chest right there. But you know, you just have to learn how to bounce back. You gotta learn how to bounce back when people say stuff like that to you, and consistently, because it's gonna happen a lot. Competition. There's a lot of competition, more competition than you would think. The person that is ostracized or no one likes is usually the person who makes the most amount of money and makes the most amount of sales, because they're not gossiping in a corner. So be mindful of that whenever you're trying to work in luxury retail, of like the gossipy, cliquey nature, which is in every profession, but especially there, because everyone's trying to get the big bucks, the big clients, the big customers, and nobody knows who has the money or who don't. So they're jumping on basically anybody that comes in the door. And as soon as you walk out that floor to go to a bathroom, something else, somebody else is in that customer's face. So just be mindful of that. Other things that I feel like are kind of tips is that will kind of save you is knowing how to upsell. So if someone is looking at a purse, mention a wallet. If someone is looking at, like, they got the purse, they got the this, and they sitting down trying on the shoes, make sure they get them shoes. Like, make sure they leave at least 3 items. Even if it is like the little, you know, trinkety stuff, make sure they leave with 3 items, if not at least 1 item if they're talking to you, because that just looks bad on you whenever they come in and then they walk out, and it's like, and the first thing your manager is probably going to be like is, so why weren't you able to, like, so what happened? That's what they usually be like. So what happened? She didn't buy anything? And you gotta make up a lie. You gotta be like, yeah, she said she wasn't interested. Did you? And then, you know, this is what they're gonna ask you. So did you tell her about the sales? And you'd be like, yeah, I told her about the sales. You're like, did you tell her about the bundle deals too? And then you'd be like, no, I didn't. See, that's, you have to tell every customer about the bundle deals, because if you don't, then, you know, this is what happens. They might leave them at the door, and, you know, we're trying to reach our sales, and it'll be a whole nother lecture that you don't want to hear. So make sure you are asking them every single question. Ask them every single question, even if you don't want to, even if you don't feel like it, just so you can cover your behind. And sometimes you don't know, maybe they will say yes. Like for me, when I was working at Macy's for the longest, I wouldn't ask every customer. Like I wouldn't ask every single customer, do you want to sign up for our credit card to save 20% off today? Because I just figured they'd be like, no. So I would be like, I was tired of people saying, like, me reaching myself out there, and they'd be like, nah. So I was like, bro, I don't want to do this anymore. So I just said, forget it. I'm just gonna ask everybody, literally. And I started reaching my sales goal when I asked every single person. So just do everything that they tell you to do. So you're covering your behind, and your job is more pleasantful than like, oh my God, I got these people all my ear because I'm not doing what they asked. So yeah, that's my tea on that. So I hope you enjoyed this video and got some insight on what it was like for me working in luxury retail and things that you should know before you start your first day at work. I love you all. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. Stick around for more information on my Patreon, or just automatically go down to the link in the bio and join. And that's it. I'll see you on the next one. Mwah. Want more exclusive content and special perks? Join my Patreon today and become part of an even closer community. For just $4.99, my bronze members get a special Bronze Kiss badge, 2 live videos a week, early access to my new videos, and exclusive discounts on my merch. That's 65% off. Upgrade to silver for $9.99 and get member shoutouts, 4 exclusive videos every month, custom wallpapers, and exclusive GIFs and emojis to use in your live streams. Gold members, you get a custom emojis to use during videos and streams, plus a free birthday gift. Show off that gold Kiss badge and style. Feeling extra? Go platinum for $19.99 and be subscriber of the month with shoutouts, a video of your choice posted, and a free gift with every new launch of merch. So what are you waiting for? Pick your level and join my Patreon today for exclusive perks and all the behind the scenes fun. Can't wait to see you there.